Looking for Mom. The first story. Long time ago, there lived a very poor couple. Every day they worked hard, but their life was not getting better because they were forced to give everything they earned to the village chief. They always thought how they could ever build a house to protect them from the rain and wind, and how to get a handful of rice to ease their hunger. That was why they named their son Na, which means house, and their daughter Gao, which means rice. One day, Na and Gao wouldn't stop crying from being cold and hungry. The father had no choice but go to the village chief to beg for some food.
Please, have mercy on us and give us a handful of rice.
But it was no use. Just as the evil chief drove the father out of his house, he thought,
"This rascal may come back at night to steal my rice."
He ran after the poor father and killed him by pushing him off a cliff. Then, a sad and ghastly whisper spread across the woods, streams, and fields around the village, saying,
"The chief has killed a man. The chief has killed a man."
The mother, who was with her 2 children, suddenly felt a sharp, stabbing pain in her heart. Then she heard a voice whispering to her ear,
"The chief has killed your husband. He's coming to kill you and your children too. Hurry, run!"
It was the voice of a tiny insect that was on her clothes.
"I'll help you,"
the insect said.
"Please, hurry!"
The mother ran hurriedly with her children. "He can't follow us this far, but we'll run out of rice soon." Then she sang a lullaby for her children with tears flowing from her eyes. Then the insect said,
"Go now, go get some food. I'll watch over your children while you're gone. If you spot the chief, you must hide inside Rattan Woods."
Indeed, halfway up the mountain, she saw the chief coming on his horse. She ran to the woods and through the rattan trees that seemed to make a trail for her. The evil chief saw her and ran after her into the woods, but the rattan limbs wrapped themselves around the 4 legs of the chief's horse, leaving the chief stranded. The mother was out of danger, but unfortunately she got lost in the woods. The children woke up and looked for their mother, but there was no answer. Gao began to cry. Na comforted his little sister.
"Don't cry. I'll look for our mother and call for her with a louder voice."
The insect heard the children and responded to Na's call.
"Brother, don't worry. Your mother has heard your call. She'll be back soon." "You're right. Mom must have gone high up the mountain to find something to eat."
Untangling his horse free, the evil chief rushed in that direction. The insect immediately went down the mountain to stop the chief on the way.
"Have you seen a woman and children coming this way?"
The chief asked the insect the same question 3 times. And each time, the insect replied that he hadn't seen them. The chief got angry and swallowed the insect in one gulp. And the evil chief began to hear the insect's voice coming from inside his own stomach.
"You've killed a man and swallowed me. Now you'll turn into a tiger."
As soon as the insect finished talking, the chief turned into a tiger and ran into the woods. He captured a beautiful woman who was gathering firewood. The woman had starry eyes and arms as soft as clouds. The tiger roared, "I can easily kill you, but I won't. Instead, I'll keep you as my wife." Then the tiger dragged her into a cave and kept her there as his wife. Every day, the tiger went down to the village to hunt cattle and pigs for their fresh livers. The villagers began to live in fear of the fierce and cruel tiger that came to feed on their stock. There was no way to chase the tiger away. It was getting more ferocious and violent. Gao and Na had nothing to eat. Their mother had not yet returned. And so, Na decided to come down the mountain to look for food. He carried his little sister on his back. As they walked, Na found a piece of pig liver lying on the ground beside the well and took it. After a few minutes, the tiger came to the well looking for his liver. He looked and looked around, but couldn't find the liver.